And we're back. How's it going, everybody? We can go straight into, if OBS picks it up, a bit of Powerwash Sim. This is a very relaxing game where things are dirty and you get to power wash them. I've got the career mode, and then there's also some special ones. You can do the entire Tomb Raider mansion, some Final Fantasy VII stuff, and there's a new SpongeBob SquarePants one. So we'll do a bit of the regular, and then maybe we'll do some of those. This was for these bonus ones: Gnome Fountain, Mars Rover, Mini Golf. So many options. Okay, challenge mode. Not ready for that. Let's start with a little one. Actually, I've already got 1600, so maybe we upgrade our power washer. We get the medium duty one. Don't need mods or clothing. Maybe we get some new nozzles. I've already bought this spinning nozzle. We could buy an extension, short extension. I've already got a soap nozzle. I think that's okay for now. Career. Let's clean the golf cart. Quick little $100. If you're all very good, then we'll do some SpongeBob later. So we got this one which is the same but it spins. This is our soap dispenser, which we can fill up with soap, and then we have wide, small, smaller, very small. So, and then it makes a nice ding noise when we finish it. The small jobs I just kind of blast from a distance to start off with. And then ding ding, go in for the details after. And then I'm going to do the roof as well. The big jobs can be a little more organised. To go from section to section. Sometimes we go bottom to top, sometimes we go top to bottom. Depends how I feel about the thing. How is this so dirty? Just jump up on the roof. I'm sure we're not going to break it. I keep forgetting I can right click to power wash. I don't need to hold down left click all the time. Crouch into sniper position to really get under there well. There we go. What are we missing? Maybe just the bottom bits. Nice. Around the back, under here. Bit on the seat. What are we missing? Bit on the window. Inside of the windows. Okay, yeah, there we go. Canopy support. Chassis, bumper. I see that comes the whole thing as one all the way around. go. Which bit of the bump are we missing? I don't see any dirt. It's lying to me. Which bit is the bumper? Just this thing. There we go. And then we get a nice replay. Going around in a circle. Standing on the top, crouching down. Lovely. And then we move on to a house. Could have been in a forest swamp. Okay, we've got a whole house. We got a ladder. I guess we'll go top to bottom. Let me get up here and just jump. Luckily, I'm quite athletic. All these houses, everywhere's so clean. Except this one house. What's this one house been doing? I'll go green. You might notice the odd, super weird, creepy sign on the outside of the house. I did not. This sign. Research, it's written in Enochian, the ancient language of the angels. Okay. There's these weird bits of like storyline slash dialogue you get sent whilst cleaning. Most of them are just weird. I think there is like an ongoing thing with the mayor's cat though, because it showed up on one of my jobs and then someone sent me a message asking if I'd seen it. I've got no way of replying. It's just flavour. This is tricky. So the chimney goes all the way down the bottom. I'm going to have to do a lot of these bits from the ladder, like the other side of the chimney. Up in there. Jumping to not crouch, you should just press the crouch button. I do. Alright. This yellow growth moss or something. Kind of thing you get on actual roofs. Could go at it with some soap, but I mostly don't bother. It's more fun to just use the power washer. And there's a ball. We can go play football with the washer later. Get the stubborn stuff off. Can I use yellow? Yes. Pretty sure that you get water down that chimney. I mean, yeah, I guess. Don't they normally have like a bend in them to stop it? Or at least get some of it. I guess it depends. Depends where you live. Might not rain very much around here. Dun, dun, dun. Hi, Original Pain. How's it going? We're washing a roof. Just get the bulk of it and then go back for the tough bits. because it dings on a percentage, you can sometimes get away with not actually washing all of the big stuff. But the smaller it is, the more you have to do to get the ding. Oh, I fell. Luckily, no fall damage. That would be a nightmare. Bum, bum. I'm washing a roof as you do. Yeah. I mean, if it's your job, or you have a particularly dirty roof, you want to get a pressure washer to deal with it, why not? I think if I had a pressure washer, I would deliberately let things get as dirty as possible, just for the satisfaction of then using the pressure washer and going like line by line, getting perfect things. Because like I can do stuff like sign the roof. There you go. Now everybody knows I'm the one washing the roof until I clean it off. Just leave like my name in the dirt. It's advertising for my pressure washing. You know, there's no fall damage. It's stressful standing on the edge. Yeah, I mean, it's annoying to have to run all the way around. I'm holding down left click again instead of just using right click. And less washing sounds, more music. Nice and chill. I have considered for the future streams of this that maybe we could combine it with like a media share. And then whilst I'm just pressure washing stuff, you all could find music and videos for me to watch while I'm doing it. Maybe we could make it a regular thing of chill game media share streams. Let's finish doing this side and then we'll go over and do the tough stuff. Or is it harder to do from this angle? How much stuff have I had to sign that I can do it with a mouse and a pressure washer? A lot. I've signed, I don't know, at least like 20,000, maybe even up to like 100. Because there have been times when I've done like maybe 3,000 to 5,000 in a single session when we had like new albums or just a whole lot of sold stuff, and then I do maybe 50 to 100 at a gig. Couple, maybe 20 to 30 gigs on a tour. So it's got to be getting up there. I'd say maybe 50,000. I signed your duck. I signed a lot of ducks, yeah. Ducks are about the kind of medium difficulty to sign, because they're awkward shapes, but at least they're hard. T-shirts are much more difficult. Original Pain, thanks for the follow. Do stick around if you feel like it, and join us again in the future. Yeah, what was I saying? T-shirts, yeah, T-shirts, hard to sign, especially if they're not taut. You have to like hold them so that when you pull the pen over it, you don't catch like a crease and just completely ruin it. And to redo quite a few signatures like that on shirts. It's actually a lot easier to sign a shirt when someone's wearing it than just on a table. Inside the gutter, nice and clean. Because it's bigger sections, we'll get less dings for the first while. Only doing like the top side of things like the gutter and the chimney. Stuck on the roof. It has a bit of trouble with walking on diagonal things. Okay, that's probably enough for this side. Oh, a bit on the edge. I'll get away with that. Okay. I did like a playground yesterday, and it was like I did all of the roundabout, and there was a dinosaur slide and other like things to climb on and benches and bins and stuff, and it was still only like 50% done, and the rest was like the floor, just getting the entire floor of the play park. But at least it was split into sections, so you got a few dings from it. There's one with a mannequin to make signing stuff easier. Yeah. Yeah, I got fairly decent at it, especially when you're like signing 100 in a row. It was like the first time we had to sign a whole lot of stuff. That was when I kind of perfected having a nice, simple signature so that you can rattle through things. Oh, there we go. See, didn't even have to do the last bit. Good ding. Yeah, having a more simple signature. Robbie still writes his entire name in nice looping letters, which looks nice, but takes a lot longer. Mine's just big D, squiggles that vaguely resemble an A, a V, and an E, and then underline it, just to accent. This is my name, look, it's right here. Now I don't have to sign anything at all. Although if you ever find me in real life, I will still sign stuff if you want. I can make the laser printer do all my signatures for me now. As I do with the little thank you cards I throw in with the orders. But yeah, if anyone's got anything I signed like more than 5 years ago, you could probably dig it out and look and see that it's quite possible my signature was different back in those days before I decided on the easy one to do. not less of them, because less people wanted us to sign things back in the day, which is fair. Evolution of the signatures, yeah. Andy's changes, like even from signing two things in a row, Andy's signature could be completely different. Sometimes he goes Toy Story and just capital letters his name, and then sometimes he has a more loopy signature. You know, it kind of defeats the point of a signature if it's not the same every time, but or at least close enough. I don't have like my official signing things signature for like documents and bank cards and stuff like that. That's still incredibly boring. Just writing my name in as simple and as neat as I can, but in my basic handwriting, which normally isn't that neat. This wall hasn't dinged. I'm guessing there's a chunk. Oh yeah, down there. We'll do that from the ground. No dings yet. Let's do this roof. Yeah, definitely don't sign fan stuff with your official document signing signature. Yeah. Although I think it still would technically be legally binding. Anything you sign as your name can be legally binding. But obviously, if it looks like a fan type signature, then it's easier to argue that you didn't know what you were signing, which I think is the point of signatures on things. If you were made to sign it under duress, then or unwillingly, then when it doesn't count. It's like all the terms of service on apps and computer programs and things. Everyone clicks I agree, but if you put anything in there, like saying, you know, you owe me your firstborn son or whatever, or even something simpler, like you agree to pay fees or stuff like that, I don't know if it was official legal precedent, but I did hear that it's not really legally enforceable because they know that no one reads it. And if they know no one reads it, then they know people aren't truly agreeing to stuff. So anything outside of the realms of what a standard terms of service would say, like, you know, don't steal and whatnot. As I said on the sofa just now, I heard a strange sigh-like noise. Spooky. Okay. Cleaning a haunted house. And yeah, tricking celebrities into signing things. Not. Yeah, I don't think that would stand up to any legal scrutiny whatsoever, even if they signed with their official signature. Yeah. When you started your job, you have a 50-page intro book, which every page needed to be signed. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot. I do appreciate DocuSign and websites and programs like that. There's been a few contracty things I've had to do and when it can you just click next and it jumps to the next box you have to signature or sign. Because if it's an important contract, then you've probably gone through it, sent it back and forth a few times already, so when you get round to signing it, you don't really need to read it again. Let's go back round. Oh yeah, like when you buy a house, that's a lot of stuff. I've done like tenancy agreements and things on renting places. They're always pretty standard. And give them a once over just to make sure. Getting distracted by this wall. Should just be doing the roof. Just standing in the gutter. I'm sure it's fine. It's definitely not going to break. All the documents, it's asking the same thing, yeah. You sure? You sure you want this house? You really want this house? No takesy backsies. Once you've signed. Easier if I had like a scaffolding slightly off from the roof. I haven't seen that as a purchasable upgrade. This is why I'm paid the big bucks. Because I fall off edges. Can I put the ladder? No, it's got to be on one side or the other. Not really useful. To get all in the gutter. I guess from the ladder is the answer. Oh, I do have... Oh, that's the button that shows the dirt. That's a lot of dirt. It's got paw prints. I can put the extendertron on it. And make it over there. Oh, nice. That's way better. How much does it extend it? Oh, look, I can do it from down here. That's perfect. Didn't even need to go up on the roof. I can do it all from down here. Do it this way. It's quite satisfying. Oh, look, it did it. The front of that wall dinged. I wasn't even cleaning that bit at the time. Another ding. Window. A bit stubborn. Swelly. Dum, 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 dum. There we go. Lovely. This extender was a great purchase. I need to take it off now. This with the yellow. Yeah, the window dings separately from the window frame. Pretty much any time there's a window, that's the case. I think this is Minecraft music. Nice. I do like Minecraft. Go back and play a mod pack every now and again. Maybe I'll do it on stream at some point. I've still never beaten the vanilla game. I've never been to the end to kill the Ender Dragon. Maybe I should do that. Oh, I've still got all this side to do. I'm considering doing some manner of speed run on stream. Partly for fun, and partly just to get my name somewhere, like on the official speedrun site. And I did talk about doing Final Fantasy VII, but I worried that I would, because I love that game so much, I just kind of want to play it. The reason I don't play it is because it takes too long. And then I did watch one, or kind of skip through the speed run that was like the world record, which is like an hour and a half, which basically you do certain things that get you into like an admin developer room, and you can then jump straight to the final battle with Sephiroth, and as long as you've got the ability to beat him, then you win the game. And then there's the 4.5 hour version speedrun, where I don't think it's glitchless, but you don't do like the full-on skip everything. You skip certain bits of the storyline that take too long. So I consider doing that, but to get anywhere near a time that would even put me in the top 100 speedrunners, because it's still, 4.5 hours long. There's so many bits that you need to be aware of and do. I'm not sure I'd be able to even do it once without referring to a guide so much that it would slow me down to the point where I'm nowhere near any speedrun sort of time. Nice. But maybe we'll just do Final Fantasy VII anyway. And maybe incorporate some of the skips, and I think you can put mods and things on the PC version that lets you just speed up certain things, like walking speeds, and some bits of dialogue would be nice to just power through and get on with the fun bits. It'd be nice if you can get it to the point where you can do Final Fantasy VII in one stream, maybe two. Maybe do one 8-hour stream when we play Final Fantasy VII. Watch people kill the Ender Dragon, you're scared to try. Yes. It's all about not dying and placing beds in the right configuration, and then you win. Before that is the skill of finding the Ender portal. I'm not sure I'm interested in doing a Minecraft speedrun. Maybe something else. I also considered doing... need something. Can I bring the footstool up here? Considered doing rage quit games. The most recent one has been Only Up. I can't put this on the roof. Okay, useless. Only Up, the Fodian game, which is like climbing and not falling, which I saw Karajeez was playing earlier. So if she's still playing when we're done, I will send you over to Radar. How am I to do this? To use the ladder. Can I pick up the ladder while I'm up here? I can. Good. Yeah, so there was getting over it with Bennett Foddy. And then no. Oh. And then it was Jump King and Pogo Stuck. And now it's Only Up. So yeah, I considered doing something like that, but it's not quite the kind of game that appeals to me. How did I pick this up? I'm standing on it. They seem like the type of games that are definitely at least partly made for streamers to just get annoyed by on stream, and that's their main purpose. But then also, I guess, for speedrunners sometimes. Put this on this side so I can get one bit in the gutter. It's not digging. Possibly because I haven't done this. There we go. You down there. Get rid of extension. Boom, 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 boom. It is Final Fantasy VII where you can't skip the animations for the summons. There's probably a mod that lets you do that. Or at least lets you speed up. I think it's just there'll probably just be a mod that lets you fast forward at any moment in the game. So like fast forward and button mashing will get you through dialogue and get you through leveling up against simple monsters. I remember when I had it on the original PlayStation, I had like a GameCat style controller that would button mash if you told it to. So I'd tell it to mash the circle button, and then I put an elastic band around the joystick, and there was a couple of bits on the map of Final Fantasy VII where if you ran into the edge of the map, you wouldn't stop or go anywhere, you just kind of move up and down on that one bit of land. So that's how I level up my character. I just leave the PlayStation running, turn the TV off, walk away, let my party train themselves up. And they'd only occasionally die while I wasn't looking. So maybe we'll do something like that. Also considered whether it be possible to play multiple games at once on stream like that. So have like a Final Fantasy game training itself, and occasionally do stuff whilst also, I don't know, playing a poker game and then jumping out and doing another game that basically trying to play like 4 games that didn't require my entire attention. Trying to do them all at the same time. I want this bit clean. There we go. So maybe I'll give that a go at some point. I see there's like extra dirty where the gutter drops down the stuff. Sounds like a very easy way to kill my computer. Yes, well, that's why we maybe go simpler games. Older games that can handle being run. ADHD stimulator. Possibly, yeah. Possibly need like multiple inputs that all go to different games. Have like I've got a Steam Deck. I could run something on that if I could capture the video. I could do a mobile game. And then simpler ones on the PC. Small. The video the ponies had on YouTube, all the longest pony songs at once. Oh, I didn't see that. I think I heard about it. Yes. Those guys are crazy. Yes, what does an album sound like if you play every song at once? We used to do that in rehearsals sometimes. Not with the ponies, just like old John songs. When it was a song where... It was a moth. Hi moth, please leave. No, please leave. When it was a song where each of us would have a verse. We do the first one and the chorus, and then we do the rest of the verses all at once to save time, so we didn't have to go through the entire song. It sounded mostly okay. This porch is all underneath. Stay up here. Go around the front. Yes, do the front. Nope, maybe do it from the floor. Hi Jackfly, how's it going? You missed quizzes, but you did not miss cleaning. How much of the top can I get from down here? Pretty good with the extender. North. Yeah, it's specific frame of mind to play games. Yeah, I have like basically two kinds of games: the games that I give my full attention, and the games I play whilst watching other things. Most of the time, I just end up putting time into the ones that don't take my attention. Like this, for example. I'll often play something like this, or say RimWorld, or like 7 Days to Die. I recently got back into State of Decay. You can just like survival-y games or idle games. Sometimes do like poker games, not for money, but just for fun. And I'll do that whilst watching random YouTube videos, or I've been watching through all of 24 again. I recently got back into Critical Role because I hadn't been keeping up with Campaign 3, but I'm now up to the point where I am only a year behind and not 2 years. So I've been watching that and doing stuff. Yeah, and then occasionally there'll be a particular game. Oh, another symbol. Particular game I want to devote more attention to, or games that I can't play without devoting full attention to, because they have an interesting storyline, or they require me to concentrate on combat. One of the last ones I did that with was Jedi Survivor, the first one, which I hadn't played, so I did that, and I will play the new one at some point, possibly on stream. But yeah, most of the time it's just something to occupy half my attention, because the other side of it is that I have the same with TV shows. Some TV shows I will sit down and properly pay attention to, particularly new shows that I haven't seen before, and then other things, or if I'm rewatching a show that's just on at the same time as playing a game, or working, or cleaning, or browsing Reddit. You know, as boomers would say, kids these days, they can't concentrate on anything. But I think it's just our brains have evolved to be more complex. We cannot be satisfied with singular forms of entertainment. We need multiple streams of things to capture our focus. Bits on this frame on the top as well. It's hard to get. Hopefully it'll ding without needing to get up there. Just go to this one. just not supply sufficient dopamine. Yeah. Yeah, Stardew Valley, I think I only played it when we did it on stream, and I mostly enjoyed it. I think the problem I had, at least with the multiplayer aspect of it. Oh, I was still cleaning and the graffiti went away. I guess I was supposed to do something about that, but it dinged away. Yeah, multiplayer Stardew Valley. It was the fact that you have like combined money, and I had like different goals to other people. All our money kept going to the same place. So we'd either have to remember how much you'd put in, or just your money gets spent by other people. Maybe I'll go back to it at some point. Did you hear that weird rumbling noise? That would be my power washer hitting your roof. There's no need to panic. Oh, it was your washing machine. Fair enough. This is a difficult gutter. It's tough. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, games where other people know more than you do, and you either have to just do what they tell you or ignore them and go off and do your own thing. Not always the best. This is going to take ages with the little one. Can I do the yellow one for this bit? Yeah. Hopefully the tough stuff will just ding away. Although not until I've done the bottom as well. This all counts as one. Okay. Lost it. Power washer with consequences. What? Oh, accurate power washer physics. Yes, I will blast straight through their windows. Also, if there was like, there's a bit of recoil as you can see, but it doesn't move the target. If it was harder to control, then it'd be less fun, less relaxing. Okay, that's probably enough for up here. Throwing flashbang. It's not that kind of game. Some of the gutter from up here. That's the only place I can put the ladder. To hope the gutter can ding without getting that last bit. Didn't ding. And back. There we go. Good. Right. That should be all the top. Just leave the top clean and the bottom dirty. There. Let's go around the back. Another graffiti. Oh yeah, I think plenty of people will have played this game and then gone and got a power washer themselves. Because I feel like it's probably more work than the real one, but I think still just as satisfying, even when things aren't quite this dirty. Do some bits from down here, but I'm concentrating on this one for now. Don't need this. It's so dirty. How easy would it turn into a gasoline flamethrower? I mean, if you connected it to gasoline, I mean, I don't think they normally have a tank of water. And I have used pressure washers in the past. You get the hose attached to them and then a tank where you put the soap and stuff. But I guess if you can hook up some kind of pressurized gasoline hose, this bit's tough. It might need some wood soap, to be honest, because I don't want to have to go over it with the little spinny attachment. I'll spend ages pointing the yellow at it. Finishing this little section from this side. So stubborn. Killing zombies with a pressure washer. Yeah? I mean, you get the high-powered water cannons that the police use. They're basically big pressure washers. Oh, I got a little ding. I'm just kind of doing bits as they occur to me to do them right now, kind of from the position I'm standing in. underside of the steps. Ah yes, there's... You can like fire holy water from a pressure washer. There was it Blade where they... Or was it Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Where they put like a cross inside the tank to the sprinkler system. And that supposedly makes holy water and it melts all the zombies. One of those vampire type things. Yeah, there was a thing on Reddit I saw the other day about Blade, and as to whether the zombies in Blade that had that's one with the top. Zombies in Blade that had the club with the sprinkler system that just sprayed blood on all of them. Did they also have a regular sprinkler system in case there was a fire? Or if there was a fire, would they waste all of the blood trying to put it out? It wasn't in Buffy, it was probably Blade. I haven't seen Supernatural, but it sounds like something they do as well. Buffy's another thing that I considered rewatching all. I think I did start, actually. I did restart watching season 1 of Buffy again. Problem is, it's kind of slow going at the beginning. And not all the episodes are good. And I don't remember which are the good ones and which are the bad, so I'm just watching all of them and then not getting very far. Whereas I also started rewatching Doctor Who because I hadn't seen the most recent Jodie Whittaker series, and there's meant to be a new one pretty soon, which I might watch at least once, so I started watching all of those again, right from the beginning, but skipping out the episodes I didn't want to watch, which is, in some series, like, more than half of them. Other series, a lot less. But I can remember, you know, which ones I like from those. This black mold is stubborn. Okay. We'll carry on and then we'll come back to the hard bits. Maybe with soap. You weren't allowed to watch Buffy when you were younger. That's too bad. It was, at the time, it was excellent. I very much enjoyed it. And the later seasons where it got all... The earlier seasons were a lot more serialized, where something would happen and then they'd fix it, and then maybe there'd be a bit of storyline running through the whole thing, but it was mostly episodic. But later series with all hellmouthy things. It gets more long-term storyline heavy. And then I watched all of Angel as well, which I enjoyed. Oh, that was very dirty when it dinged. Yeah, all of Angel was pretty good. I enjoyed that. Good characters. Again, later series got more interesting long-term storylines with the Wolfheart Ram, the law company that they fought against. Some good crossover of storylines. And then you get the comic books that pick up after the end of the last season. Are pretty good. I've read some of those. So dirty. Some of this is going to need some extra doing. Window. Yeah, you do need a guide to which are the good episodes. But then it's also like, maybe some episodes they're not the best, but they have an important little bit of storyline for the rest of the series. It's like with Buffy, the entire season they introduced Dawn as her sister, and she was like the key and whatever. I wasn't as much into that entire series, but it obviously, you know, describes how, you know, Dawn came there in the first place. Otherwise she's just kind of suddenly there and you accept it. I think best season is where the big bad guys were the three nerds, and then at the end Willow goes evil. Spoilers, but there's no, like, you know, big evil fight. It's, you know, trying to save their friend. It's pretty great. And see, after that you get more Spike, and you get the musical episode, widely regarded as one of the best. And then the last season, generally all pretty good with all the different Slayers. Maybe it's not too bad using the swirly one on this, actually. Buffy's 27 years old. As in the character, or you mean when the series first came out? Because that sounds about right. It's pretty old. Obviously there was the terrible movie, which just before the series. And, Joss Whedon, who obviously creatively great, as a person, turns out pretty terrible. Which is tough, you know. You have to do a bit of separating the art from the artist, and obviously the people, particularly the female actors who are having a tough time working with him. Obviously, you don't want to discard, you know, all of their work and everything they did for the show, as well as obviously hundreds of other people who worked on it, just because the main guy was pretty crappy. It's generally easier to ignore a producer or a writer who's, you know, been revealed to be a pretty bad person, compared to someone like Kevin Spacey, who was obviously front and center when it comes to watching his old stuff. You could watch a Harvey Weinstein film and not even realize it's one of his. Whereas Kevin Spacey, you know, you see him, he's right there. Also considered rewatching Firefly again recently. That would take much less of my time than rewatching all of Buffy and Angel. I haven't watched any of that since the Joss Whedon stuff came out, but I don't imagine I'd find it spoiled, because, you know, it's generally a great piece of thing. Great acting. Great production all round from everybody. And speaking of Nathan Fillion, I've watched all of Castle several times, and I'm always working on my way back through that. I'll just kind of pick up at some point and jump back in. That's one of the ones where sometimes I'll give it my full attention, sometimes I'll put it on whilst doing other stuff. Is that all of the porch? Nice. Oh, there was a trim. Oh, that's all of that. There was a tiny little dot post. This post. It's on the inside. There we go. And the other one's just a bit on the railing. There we go. Back to the yellow. Just end up rewatching the same 5 things forever. Yeah, I'm kind of like that. And the same with books. I have a decent amount of books that I intend to read. But at the same time, I also want to reread one of my favourite books. I get sometimes like that with the movies in particular. I think because a movie feels like a commitment more than an episode of a series, but I'll sometimes feel like I'd rather rewatch a movie I've seen before, even if I know it wasn't particularly good, rather than take a chance on something new that could be great or it could be bad. It's just something comforting about rewatching something that I've seen before, even if I didn't particularly like it the first time. Ooh, there's another symbol. It looks more like someone's trying to do maths. You had Firefly Serenity, DVD count of 14 plus, that's pretty good. I don't think I ever had Firefly on DVD, but I've definitely got Serenity somewhere. Oh, ding, there goes the graffiti. A little bit of glitchiness in that texture. Well, this one's cut in half by the fence. Put the extender on it. Yeah, right there. Oh, more symbols. Must have had a ladder. Or it was a ghost who could fly. Firefly fundamentalists could be a cult. Park Warden, how do Dirt Finder? I've got a real doozy for you when you can spare a minute. Over at the recreational grounds. Okay. Hello, is this the Grime Bandits? I need someone to help with my poor little play school. I'm getting all the jobs. This window hasn't dinged yet. Nice clean line up the middle. Another thing, okay, if I go around the volcano, I'm down there to enjoy a smoky sunset, and Jenny saw a UFO pop out. What? There's a volcano? I'm more worried about that than any UFOs. And the other thing that I have rewatched so many times is Community, which I highly recommend if you haven't seen it. That's the thing, I have to stop myself from watching too often in case I spoil it by watching it too much. And again recently I've been thinking about going through it again. Other side. Oh, more graffiti. Comfort shows is due south. Is that the Mountie like cop show? It's like CSI for Mounties. Night Rahog, thanks for being here. Oh, due south is a Mountie in Chicago, I see. So it's like a fish out of water cop show. There we go. Might pop around the back, go the other way, and then we'll just do the front to finish. Get rid of ladder. You could recite episodes from memory. Yeah. If I can get away with a bigger one for on this wall. Nah. Might need the ladder just for that top bit. Dun, 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 dun. Your mum had a crush on the Mountie from due south. Nice. Has anyone seen Twin Peaks? I've had that recommended to me, but I've never seen any of it. It gets pretty crazy from what I can ascertain. Jimmy. Yeah, it is real weird. It's David Lynch? I think it's David Lynch. Yeah, how weird he can be. Ding. Some nice little dings. Gonna move the ladder. There's no organisation as to when I go top to bottom, when I go side to side. I think it's when I get bored. Ding. Oh, Schitt's Creek, yeah, I watched a couple of seasons of that. It was pretty good. I think I got bored of it. David? do, do. Okay, ladder time. Get up there. No extension. Twin Peaks is weird but worth watching and rewatching. Okay. Sounds good. Schitt's Creek gets better and better each season. Okay. Maybe I'll go back to that at some point. No, I didn't. I haven't done the chimney top. And this is like the best other angle that I can get on it, and it's terrible. I'm going to go back up there because it's not happening from here. Back to yellow. I swear this playlist has started just playing the same 6 tracks instead of the entire playlist. Okay. Yeah, good. There's the wall. And there's the fascia. Get what I can from down here of the chimney top, and then we're going to have to go back up. Why is this bit so bad? We'll do that now while I remember. This side. Bum, bum, bum. You have to use the red nozzle on the chimney top. Oh yeah, oh. Done, okay. It was just a tiny bit on the corner. Good. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Crouching is your friend, yes. The Twin Peaks universe and the X-Files universe are connected. Interesting. X-Files is one where I only ever really watched individual episodes. There was one series, I think, where I caught a bit more of like the continuing story. There was a thing with, I think Scully had an alien baby, and then instead of solving mysteries, the series turned into protecting the alien baby. And I remember there was a metallic piece of a spine, and I don't know what relevance it had, what it had to do, if it was even anything to do with Scully's baby. But that's what I remember from that season of the X-Files, and that's all I really remember about that. And there was a recent X-Files series, wasn't there? Didn't they do a reboot? Last couple of seasons were off the rails, yeah. There's only so many alien sightings you can go to. We got to do something different. What I have been thinking about recently is there was a mini-series about aliens called Taken before the Liam Neeson movie ever came out. There was like an abduction thing, but it was like spread across 3 generations, and the aliens basically abduct people and experimented on them, and somehow manipulated them into like several different generations falling in love and eventually creating this one child who was like I don't know, their messiah or something, or just could bridge the gap between the humans and the aliens. And then it was trying to protect her from the government and stuff. But that was good. I've been thinking about rewatching that. I think the kid, like the chosen kid, was Dakota Fanning, and that was like the first big break she had. This rating is all one big ding. This is the Sephiroth one again, but I think without wrapping this time. Sephiroth. It's a little bit Imperial March. Yeah, I know I've got to get the mold spotches off the columns, but I'm going a general all over dirt first, and then we'll do the mold with the little spinny. This bit I'm kind of all over the place. It's kind of awkward to be this close to this wall and do it at an angle. Hey Dirk, how's it going? You like my cleaning skills? I'm expert with a power washer. Except, you know, leaving the mould on the columns, which my boss Andy Pants is having a go at me for. I'll do it later, it's fine. And then we're going to fight Sephiroth. And we're going to win. Andy got promotion. Yeah, Andy's in charge. Did you not know this? It's nothing to do with me this stream. It's all Andy. I'm just the face. Don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but I've been looking at these creepy symbols you found on the side of the house. Okay. I mean, turns out they're just builder's diagrams telling the plumber where to... Okay, good. It's the train. Door done. Oh, roof's done. That definitely wasn't clean. Power might go to Andy's head. Yes. We can finish the floor without having to go too hard at it. No, it's got tough stuff on the steps. Anyone played any of the new Final Fantasy? I've played a whole lot of 7, a little bit of 8, and an amount of 13 that I don't think was even a quarter, but it took so long, and it was on an Xbox that I no longer have the save for, and there's no way I'm going through all of that again. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Now let's do this bit, and then we'll get all the mold. Dun, 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 dun. Awkward bit up there. We'll put the extender on, get it from right back here. There we go. Do all of it from back here. If I got a long enough extender, I could do the entire house from in my van. I could just sit in the van and clean the entire house from the window. To be the Powerwash sniper. Here we go, that's all the floor. Do taking like a power washing drive-by just out the window from my car. Swirl, swirl, swirl. Mold. This is definitely not how you get rid of mold. You have to use like proper antifungal. Maybe even strip all the paint off and redo it. Make sure it's not deep in the wood. Nah, just power wash it, you're fine. No one's gonna look too carefully. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, there we go. There's that one bit was stopping the wall from being done. Finish this column. Little bits. We have to go back up here. Thanks for being here, Reka. Sleep well. Done. These couple from over here. Come on, you've got to be done. Go. What's left on this railing? Just doing this bit with the extender on. So this is a big bit of the railing not done. I mean, I can see that that one's not done, but which are these bits? They're really hard to see. Fire them through other the bits of railings and all of this underside. Let me take the extender off, to be honest. Boom, boom. Reka means smoke in Icelandic. That's cool. Because you're here in chat and then you disappear in a puff. Like a wisp on the wind. Now all of this underside, this is what I haven't done. Come on. What am I missing? annoying me now. Do I need to crouch down on the outside? Maybe a bit. Why do you have so many railings on your front porch? It's not like if you fall off, you're really going to hurt yourself. It's a tiny drop onto grass. Come on, that's got to be it. What's wrong with you? Oh, this under here is all part of it. I guess that makes sense. There we go. Oh no, that was different. It's not the railing, damn it. That's why this isn't dinged. Railings. Railings are now my mortal enemy. I hate railings. Next house I see with railings like this on the front, I'm going to break them all off. Tell them they don't need them. And they're a nightmare to clean. There we go. Okay, now just the smaller side. Bum, 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 bum. It's taken a while. I know I promised you SpongeBob chat, but maybe we can start a SpongeBob one and finish it another time, or at least just we can go and look at the SpongeBob ones. Because I think if I start it, then I have to finish it off the next time I play, which will probably be off stream. We've got to do something tomorrow. We could do more Powerwash tomorrow. Maybe I'll set up the media share for tomorrow, and we'll do Powerwash and media share. And then we can do all the SpongeBob ones. Aye, Captain. Let's clean Bikini Boston. Yes. Okay. Good plan. We'll do that tomorrow. And then Sunday, I think we'll continue some We Were Here Forever with Sam. And at some point I've also got, in the Steam sale, I bought the latest Sherlock Holmes, which, despite being the new one from the same company that's made a long line of Sherlock Holmes games, this one is called Chapter 1. So I guess they're making more, but this one is Chapter 1, so we'll give it a look. See how it compares to the other ones, because there was Crime and Punishment and The Devil's Daughter. I don't remember which of those I liked more. I think The Devil's Daughter was good, but then the whole daughter storyline, I thought, kind of took away from it. I just wanted juicy mysteries and murders to solve. I didn't really care that I had a daughter who was plotting against me. Spoilers. But yeah, all of the Sherlock Holmes games seem to reboot themselves with a slightly different Holmes and Watson in a slightly different era. So I have a feeling the new one is more modern. Not like modern, but not like the 1700s. Or whenever the other ones were roughly set. Maybe like the late 1800s, early 1900s for the new one. I guess we'll find out when we play it. 84%, okay. We have the garage. That window looks terrible. Garage, the front drive, and then it's just picking up the bits that we missed, which might be a nightmare to find, especially up on the roof. Let's try and get the gutter to ding. Reckless Jack, thanks for the follow. Nice. Welcome in. I promise to bring you some Bikini Bottom tomorrow if you're around. Because I don't think if I started the SpongeBob ones tonight, I would be awake to finish them. I feel like at some point I should get a Nintendo Switch so I can play the newer Pokemon games and work out how easy it is to connect it to the computer and to OBS so that you can all watch me play it as well. I have considered going back to Red, like I did when I started streaming, like what? Like 4 years ago now? Because it must have been like, I think it's 2018, 2019? 2018 is when we started streaming on the Longest John's channel, and I started doing my solo ones fairly soon after that. And Pokemon was pretty much the first thing I did, so yeah, 2019, 4 years ago, when we started our Pokemon Red run, trying to collect as many as we possibly could. I don't think we got anywhere near even halfway through. I need the ladder to get up to there, or maybe the step. I left the step in the back. We use the ladder. Top of the garage. go. Put this background here. And we'll do the floor. Yeah, I don't think I want to go back to red or any of the older ones. I think I have nostalgia for the original ones, and I still know all the Pokemon. The newer ones, without the nostalgia, they're not quite as interesting. But like the new ones that are both shiny and modern, and also I think a lot of them have the original 150. Can I use green on this? The original 150 in them. So I'm pretty certain Sword and Shield does. Don't know about any of the other ones. Yeah. Shadow! Hello! Have I heard of Pokemon Infinite Fusion? Pretty good mod. You can use any two Pokemon together. 20,000 customs. Jesus. Wow, I mean that sounds like a lot. I mean, like I say, I only really know... I know the original 151 and a few of the newer ones. But maybe I'll give that a go. I guess you could do it with the original ones. Just the ones I recognize. It's not on Fire Red. Okay, nice. Yeah. I will definitely check that out. Because it would be fun to go back to Pokemon in some form. I did look up back when we were doing the original Red Run, which was about the only thing I could stream on the terrible internet I had. I was looking up how to do things like exchanges, because obviously you used to be able to do Game Boy links. Oh yes, we've got a list now. Perfect. You could do a list, do a link cable between Game Boys and swap with people, and that's how you got, obviously how you got all the starters. And then there was something that only evolved if you linked it as well. I don't remember, but that was how to try and get all of the Pokemon on the emulator I was using. But there was a way to get two emulators to think they were linked together, but we never got around to that. There is a way. Someone made a conversion chart because certain Pokemon were cross-compatible between games. So if you had all of the games, there was a way to transfer Pokemon from one game to another, basically pretty much all the way up to the modern games. You could bring your original Pokemon along with you by taking them through every other Pokemon game along the way. You never had a Game Boy? Ah, sad. I still have my original Game Boy. It's in a box over there. I'm pretty sure it still works as well. What I don't have is my original Pokemon cartridge, which I'm pretty sad about. I remember selling it for about a tenner. Like, maybe 15, 20 years ago. Oh, I feel old. But yeah, if I still had that, then I would still be playing on my original Game Boy. And now I think if I wanted to buy back that same cartridge, it would cost me like 50 to 100 quid, even in in not very good quality. You have a melodic in your Switch. There's a Phoebus you caught with OG Sapphire. Nice. I remember being in school when people started just collecting the cards, like before anyone had seen the show, before anyone was really playing the game. And barely any people played the card game. We just collect them. I had one or two, but never a real collection. And if you had it today, and any of them were in decent condition, you could be a millionaire. That was not finished, but fine. Pathway, and then we've got 9 wooden trims, and then we're done. Yes, the original grey brick Game Boy. That is the OG, and that is what I have. Tempted to get it out, see if it does actually turn on. Pretty sure it does. I've had like 2 or 3 Xbox 360s that I bought second hand that eventually red ringed, because I kind of feel like they were designed to, whereas original Game Boy still works. Almost 30 years old. Either just, how they used to make them, or it's possibly more of a Nintendo versus Microsoft thing. Even the original Xboxes weren't particularly well made. I have one of those, I feel like I may have got an original Xbox after the 360 came out. And that broke, and I managed to repair it a few times. And then it eventually died. And that's when I moved on to buying old 360s and trying to make them work. I don't know if I still have... I don't think I still have an original 360. What I think I do have is the front case from one of them, because it was like a Halo 2 fascia. So I hung on to that. Right. Now we have to seek out 9 small wooden trims, which will be interesting. You've got an NES that still works. Nice. And you've got a working 360 as a DVD player, Jack Fly. That is impressive. This one. Okay. That's probably the undersides that I haven't done. Go. Just gonna snake my way through the grass and do all of the undersides of these. Yeah, I'm impressed you've still got a 360 that works. I thought they were basically programmed to explode. Maybe you got lucky. You had a PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and a 360, and your brother took them all. Wow. Yeah, I had an original Game Boy, a Sega Master System that played Alex Kidd in Miracle World when you didn't put a game in it. It just did that. Oh, I'm missing one. Lost a wooden trim. one of these vertical ones. Yeah, I had a Game Boy, Master System 2, original PlayStation. I think those were the consoles I had as a kid when my parents bought me stuff. And then when I had my own disposable income, I bought an original Xbox and then several Xbox 360s. And then the only other console I've ever had is my Steam Deck, which is... it is a console, but it's almost not. It's more like a tiny handheld Linux computer. And I don't have to spend crazy amounts on games because they're all on my PC. Not that one. Is one? No. I've lost a wooden trim. I feel like I've looked at all of them. I was a Nintendo kid. GameCube. Yeah. I've played on other things. I had a neighbour who had a PS2 and a GameCube. And we played stuff on that. And then I lived with someone who had a Wii. I did some things like Wii-based things, like, you know, sports and WarioWare. And then I also played through Twilight Princess on the Wii, using the little the Joy-Con that you shake to do a sword attack instead of just pressing a button. Just kind of flick the wrist. How have I lost the wooden trim? Is it round a door? That's just door. That's window frame. This is a wooden trim, is it? No, that's around a decking. Wooden trim. Wooden trim. Wooden trim. Wooden trim. You're all good. You're all good. Wooden trim. You're the decking. Door. Wooden trim. Wooden trim. Wooden trim. Wooden trim. This is odd. We're not leaving until I find it. It's got to be here somewhere. Not this one. Not that one. Let's try these ones up here again. Wooden trim, window frame. Oh, it's this one. There we go. Ready for the final ding? Yes. Nice. Well, now we get to watch. There we go. I'm on the roof. And that was where I fell off. Can't see what I'm doing around the back. Whee! House looks amazing. Almost normal. There was a screech in the attic. Mush past face followed by a grubby grey feather. I think it was Esther's soul leaving finally a piece. Okay. I'm sure it wasn't a raccoon. And now we've got a skate park and a shoe. Good. Nice. Well, that was that. Let's see what. Oh, this add-on is available for purchase and download. Oh, I thought I had it for free. Well, I did promise you Bikini Bottom chat. So maybe tomorrow, if you're good, I will buy you the SpongeBob SquarePants DLC. It's only £6.50. Okay. So, as long as you all show up tomorrow, and if you're good, then I'll buy you SpongeBob. Okay. Well, thanks for being here, everyone. We had a good old time with the quizzes and with Powerwash Sim. I'll be back tomorrow evening. We'll do more Powerwash, and I will set up media share, so you can donate videos that we can watch at the same time as Powerwashing, because I think that'd be fun. Nice. Well, Carities is no longer doing Only Up. However, Krotuk is doing VR. He was doing Half-Life Alyx earlier when I saw, and now he's doing VR chat. So I'm going to send you over to see jolly old Krotuk. Be nice to him, and make sure you drop him a follow if you're not following him already, and I will see you tomorrow, 6 o'clock. Don't be late. Bye, everybody. Bye. Love you. Bye. Bye.